it's Holly Sargent with Remax First. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please visit me at realfortlauderdale.com and also on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fort Lauderdale. Thanks for tuning in today. I wanted to talk about something that I get a lot of questions from my clients about. And what clients ask me is, when is the best time to put my house on the market? A lot of people have a belief that the best time to sell their house is in our quote season. And that is January through April. And that's when all the snowbirds come from all the wonderful places in the United States and the world, when they have lots of cold and snow and ice. And we're a beautiful, balmy 65 to 85 degrees, just depending on what the weather is that particular day. So a lot of home consumers and homeowners and home sellers think that putting your property on the market during that period from January through April is the best time to put your home on the market, because there's a lot of people here. And we all know that there's a lot of people in South Florida, everywhere in South Florida, during that time period, because everything's more crowded. We have to make reservations. There's a lot more traffic. But does that necessarily lead to more real estate sales? So I performed a case study using actual numbers from the MLS system. I had done this about 3 years ago, but I wanted to make sure that the data was still the same. And actually, the results turned out very similar to what they did about 3 years ago. Now, the particular part of real estate that I am looking at are Las Olas condos. Las Olas is in downtown Fort Lauderdale. It's about 1.5 miles to the beach. It's a pretty, there's a lot of second home owners here, more than you would have in your Western subdivisions like Riverland, or like areas in Plantation, Davie, Coconut Creek, Cooper City, Weston, Pembroke Pines, okay? So Las Olas and the beach areas also tend to have a higher concentration of second homes. So you would think that the time that the majority of homes sell would be during that period. And that's not necessarily so. So I put together a report using condo data from July 2017 up through today, August 16th, 2018. And I used a price range of $250,000 to $350,000, because this is a very common price range that both first and second home owners are looking at. So what I wanted to see is, when did the actual closings occur, and when is the best time to have your property on the market? So what I discovered is, in July of 2017, one closing, August of 2017, one closing, September of 2017, 0 closings. And again, this is the Las Olas condo market from $250,000 to $350,000 price range. September 2017, that's a 0. That doesn't surprise me. August is traditionally a slow month. The kids go back to school. Folks are getting in their final vacation before the kids go back to school. A lot of people travel, so The fact that there were 0 closings in September, probably from August activity, that's not a big surprise. Now I didn't expect a number this high. In October 2017, there were 4 closings, okay? And that's a pretty big number compared to the rest of the numbers in the study. And if you remember back to September 2017, we had a little visitor that took up about a week of our time. And that visitor's name was Irma. And she came in, I think, around September 10th, 11th. And it always takes a couple days to prepare for a hurricane, so things slow down. Buyers stop looking. It takes a couple days to get back to normal after the hurricane. So we lost about a week in September, yet we still had 4 closings in Las Olas in October 2017. We had 2 in November. We also had 2 in December. Going into January 2018, now we are in season. We had 2 in January, 2 in February, and 3 in March, and that's pretty much what you would expect. We also had 2 in April. So January, February, March, April are the seasonal months. Now, what we're not seeing, what we're seeing here is September 2017 was the busiest month. And that's not what everyone expects to hear. Everyone thinks that the season are the busiest months from January to April. In May, we had 1 closing. In June, we had 2 closings. In July, we had 2 closings. And in August, we had two closings. And this is all 2018. So when you total this up, your number of sales from December through April is 11. Your number, and that's your number of season sales. Your number, Your number of off-season sales, July through November 2017, are 8. And your number of seasonal off-season sales, May through August, are 6. And we still have about 2 weeks in August. We're probably going to have 1 or 2 more closings. So what this information tells you is that you only have a 22% better chance of selling in season than you do off season. Now remember, season is January through April. You only have a 22% better chance, and the highest months for closed sales was October 2017, which follows September. So that's contradictory to what everyone believes when you look at the actual numbers of when things are really selling. I did the same study 3 years ago, came up with very, very similar results. So the moral of the story is that activity happens all year round in Fort Lauderdale and the surrounding areas. Consider if it's really worth it to wait until season for a small increase in traffic. Now you will get a lot of showings in season, but it doesn't always mean that they're as motivated of a buyer, because nobody has to buy a second, third, fourth, fifth home, okay? Many people have to buy a primary residence. I have a complete study done on this. If you would like to review the actual data on the sales, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to email that to you, and my contact information is below. And I can send you the entire PDF, which is about 27 pages, I believe, complete with sales data. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. We love questions. We love what we do, and we love to answer your questions, and we're never too busy to answer your questions. So please reach out to me if you have a question about putting your property on the market, what to do to get ready to put your property up on the market. I love to answer those questions also. My number is 954-560-6973. You can call or text me. This is Holly Sargent with RE/MAX First. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.